Hey everybody, welcome to MovieDive, where we really dove into some shit today.
Some real shit.
We saw Proud Mary, a movie starring Taraji P. Henson and Danny Glover, among others, and directed by some asshole who did London Has Fallen. Wow, amazing.
If you're gonna have a movie that's gonna star a black woman and an action movie for like when has this happened where we have a black woman leading an action movie that's kind of gonna be like Transporter? What do? Oh, you get the dude who's done London Has Fallen. He's got credentials.
Doesn't matter who did it. The point is that the movie truly fails on goddamn every level. Every single level.
It's really remarkable.
If you watch the trailer, you might have expectations, and man, are those going to be broken for you? It's badly written, badly shot, badly edited, badly acted, badly lit. They have points in the movie where they'll just cut from an actor halfway through a line, cut to another person just kind of looking at him for like a split second, and then cut back to like nothing. And then it'll culminate in a montage of a Maserati driving by because they had one Maserati for the movie, shots, and they just had and they just in an exploitation movie, you would have like a guy driving a Mustang, and you'd be like, yo, a Mustang is a dope car. Look at all the stuff they can do. And even in like the lowest budget movie, they'll have that car, slide sideways maybe, do like a little loop-de-loop, maybe like crash into some stuff. Not in this car, it just drives through the whole movie, and then in the end, she does drive it into a stack of boxes. And that's it. And that's really the theme of the movie, is that you have a lot of like these elements that someone decided you need these in a movie like this, and so they're there. They're not connected by any kind of plot thread, not any kind of character motivation.
Or style.
Nothing.
There's no...
Nothing.
Like somebody who, for example, take Quentin Tarantino. Of course, he's a master at this, so it's a little bit difficult to compare. But he's obviously somebody who loves the blaxploitation genre. So when he gets a hold of it, you can really see it. In Kill Bill, when she's fighting Vivica A. Fox's character, you can see in every cut of that where Quentin Tarantino's in love with the 70s. This one, they opened with a song where Taraji does her little like "Get Ready With Me" thing, where she's like, "Ooh, I'm putting on my makeup and I'm putting on some shoes and I got guns in the corner."
Did a montage, gearing up montage, and half of it is her putting on makeup. And not only that, but the makeup part of the montage gets, I swear to God, just reuse the exact same shot at least 3 times in the movie. Showing her she's gonna get ready. She gets ready. She pulls up to a warehouse. She says something, and Danny Glover is like, "Nah, I wouldn't have to worry about that." And then she goes back home, and that's an actual scene in the movie. Just going from her apartment to a thing, doing nothing, coming back.
But they
10 minutes of screen time.
They do all these the way that they did the special effects or whatever, blowing it out and like it's 70s, doing the little reverberations of the images like it's a 70s movie. It's not. There's no love for the 70s in this movie unless you love terribly edited and written movies. That's the only love of blaxploitation movies that I'm seeing here. I'm seeing none of the love of, female empowerment besides the fact that Taraji appears to know how to handle herself. There's none of the political statements that you might find in a blaxploitation film, set in a time where they had a lot of political strife. There's no relevance in this movie besides the fact that it's got black people in it. And they don't even really go into how in the world you have a crime family that comes up in Boston that's black. They are built like almost like Godfather level of crime family owning a business, and they're in Boston. Like, how the hell did that happen? I would like to know the history of that.
Now that I'm thinking about it, pointing out inconsistencies like this is a disservice to movie making as a whole. Because no one working on this movie gave a single iota of a shit about anything in it. This was, what did you call it?
This movie's a film crime.
A film crime. It's a movie crime. This movie was made to make, like, just the profit margin, and that's it. And everything else is just cobbled together from a bunch of different, like, things that, you know, somebody out there goes like, oh, what do we put in the movie? We put a sweeping shot of the city in it. And we put the bridge in it, and we have somebody saying, like...
What's a movie made of?
Yeah, what is a movie made of?
Put the movie pieces in there. Establishing shot.
Cliche dialogue. This is what happens.
How do people talk to each other?
They need a relationship between Taraji P. Henson and the boy. You know, like a little kid that she rescues. Okay, we have it. We need her to be mad at him. All right, now she's mad at him. Why? Doesn't matter. Just because we needed these shots in this order because we've seen them before. And... if we put all these shots in this movie, someone out there with talent might cut a trailer from it, and that trailer might actually be good. And you know, it was.
Yeah,
that trailer is a masterpiece compared to this movie.
I really was. I was tricked. I thought that I was gonna go and see Taraji B in the female version of Taken. I was ready. You know, I was like, oh, she's gonna handle herself. This is gonna be awesome for her. Really gonna propel her career. This did not happen. You start to watch it, and slowly it starts to dawn on you as you see all of these really poorly lit and just bad dialogue and bad editing all put together. It starts to hit you. You're like, oh my God, I'm in an awful movie. This is an awful movie. This is a movie that no one cared about. This wasn't anybody's baby. And at one point, when she brings the kid home, and he's like opening up stuff, I kind of laughed to myself because I was like, oh man, is this going to be like that time that Robin found Batman stuff and she's going to be like his Batman? There's no promise there. I started to invent movies that I would like this to be in my head while I'm watching it. And I started to get on my phone and started to Google stuff and whatever. I was like, oh, what if this was like The Professional? It's just, you know, a grown person and a kid hanging out. What if they got elements like that? No, it's not that movie either. I don't put this down to the actors. And actually, the guy who's in How to Get Away with Murder, who's also in this movie, he's like the only one who was bringing that like serious intensity. Like he was fully in for what this movie is, whatever he thought that it was. I put it down to the writers and the directors. There's like 3 dudes who wrote this movie and a dude who directed it, and none of them are black. And none of them seem to care about portraying the story of a woman in this context. Except besides, oh, yeah, she puts on heels and she puts on makeup and she shoots people. It isn't that fun. It's terrible. It's a travesty.
Don't see it.
Save yourself.
Don't see it.
Save yourself. Do not see this movie.
Just don't see it. Just don't see it. Just don't see it. Just don't see it. Don't see it. Just don't see it. Don't see it. Don't see it. Don't see it and don't see it. And thanks for don't see it. We'll don't see it on the next don't see it. Don't see Proud Mary.
Don't see
it. Don't see it.
Thanks for watching our video. If you thought what we had to say was pretty okay, go ahead and like and subscribe and do all that stuff that you guys do. Like, you know, share it with people. Tell us what you think in the comments. You know, that sort of stuff.
But most importantly, do not see this movie. Don't watch it. Don't pay for it. It's a scam. They're scamming you. This movie is a scam. It's literally. Look, it's 14 million. I have a screen here.